I am the Philosophical Bachelor, and today I want to talk about coming out and outing. Some aspects of people are outwardly visible, such as sex, gender, and race, while one's sexual orientation is not outwardly visible. Should a gay person come out, that is, reveal one's sexual orientation to others, making manifest what would have otherwise been kept hidden? Correspondingly, should one out another gay person? James S. Strummel examines these two questions about coming out of the closet in his essay Coming Out and Outing. Given how sensitive and volatile this information still is, LGBT people must repeatedly make difficult decisions about whether, when, and to whom to disclose their own or another gay's identity, writes Strummel, noting three dimensions of the decision. The first is whether one should or should not reveal the information at all. If yes, when is an appropriate time to do so? To whom should this information be revealed to? Everyone, or perhaps to some close friends or family? While the decision to come out of the closet seems to be intensely personal, it can be informed by ethics. Likewise, given what feels like a personal decision, what are the ethical considerations on whether to expose someone else who is in the closet? Stonewall was a historic turning point in how gay people should publicly live their lives. What is Stonewall? The Stonewall Riots started on 28 June 1969 when the police raided the Stonewall Inn, a gay club in New York. Engaging in gay behavior in public then, such as holding hands, kissing or dancing with someone of the same sex, was illegal. In gay establishments, police raids were common. What made that day different was that instead of accepting the discrimination and police harassment, the patrons of Stonewall and sympathizers fought back, leading to a 6-day riot. According to Strummel, the post-Stonewall gay liberation movement sought to destroy the closet and its attendant harms by adopting an ideology of authenticity and affirmation of gayness, aimed at individual psychological health and happiness, group liberation, and progress on gay causes, particularly AIDS. The movement's position is that it is one's duty to come out of the closet, with some arguing that gay people owe this duty to themselves so as to live authentically and be happy, in addition to fostering the wider acceptance of the gay community. While it may seem self-evident that people have a right to be who they are, Strummel notes that this right is built upon other rights which might compete against one another. Rights to come out and to out others include freedom of speech, equality and dignity, but there is also the right to privacy for those who wish to remain in the closet. In this essay, Strummel uses three major ethical approaches, that of utilitarianism, deontology, and virtue ethics, to think about 1. What are the intended, foreseeable, and actual consequences of disclosure for the gay person and for others? Consideration of consequences is amenable to the utilitarian approach. Utilitarianism is a calculus weighing up benefits and disadvantages. 2. Does disclosure disrespect the outed person's autonomy and dignity? Duties and values such as autonomy and dignity are amenable to a deontological approach. Deontology is a duty-based ethics based on rules such as Immanuel Kant's categorical imperative, where one would choose actions that everybody else should also do. 3. Is disclosure in various situations prescribed or forbidden? One's virtues could help a person decide on this, which is a virtue ethics approach. Virtue ethics is about the virtues a moral person should possess and how such a person would act. Early academic discussions on the topic of coming out used the utilitarian approach, focusing on the individual's mental health and well-being and social benefits for the gay community and society in general, such as how it can counter negative stereotypes and create role models for gay people. However, critics of the utilitarian approach notes that coming out frequently fails to produce the best consequences, and outing others uses the outie as a means to gay activists' ends. Using the deontological approach, Richard Moore focuses on the duty of respecting people's dignity. While the closet provides gay people with a means of protection and survival in a heteronormative society, and for hiding something about which one feels shame, This hiding cannot be morally justified, as being in the closet debases the gay person who then lives a lie. To pass as heterosexual means to accept insult so that one avoids harm, according to Moore. This person barters away his self-respect, his worthiness for respect, and his dignity in exchange for happiness, regard, and non-respectful love, adds Moore. Such closetude perpetuates the belief that being gay is bad and shameful, which in turn encourages more closetude. Consequently, considerations of self-respect, dignity, and integrity seem to support a norm of universal disclosure. All gays must come out and be out. Passing for a heterosexual is always wrong, writes Moore. In addition, out gays should out those they know to be gay, lest they sacrifice their own dignity by capitulating to anti-gay values that keep gays closeted. While this may violate the right to privacy, there are more important moral considerations at hand, argues Moore. Using the virtue ethics approach, Strummel argues that although there is no universal duty to come out, moral virtue demands progress towards an openly gay identity that wisely integrates one's public and private identities. A virtuous person recognizes the gay person's right to privacy, though she also notes that there may be situations which require this right to be overridden by more important considerations, making outing that person permissible. Raja Halwani, the editor of the overall extended essay that Strummel's essay is a part of, posits that the issue of coming out and outing must go beyond rights and duties to include consideration of virtue and vice and their relevance to a variety of situations. That is, it is context dependent. Utility and dignity, in the utilitarian and deontological approaches, are just two values, but there are more. Some virtues consider other people, and some consider ourselves. Other regarding virtues include benevolence, non-malevolence, compassion, sympathy, goodwill, honesty, patience, justice, respect for persons and their rights, friendship, and moral indignation to objectionable acts or social conditions. Self-regarding virtues are self-respect, prudence, courage, dignity, autonomy, integrity, and authenticity. Strummel concludes that while there may come a time when there is no more discrimination against homosexuality, making the considerations of coming out and outing moot, for now, gay people will continue to be confronted with difficult moral decisions about the disclosure of our stigmatized identities. The three ethical theories of utilitarianism, deontology, and virtue ethics can guide those faced with such a dilemma, though they provide no clear and unanimous answers. Thank you. If you wish to support the Philosophical Bachelor, you can do so at worldwideweb.patreon.com/philosophicalbachelor.